Hey guys, it's Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the worst parts of the second trimester. If you're new to my channel, I am currently 25 weeks pregnant. In a couple of days will be 26 weeks. But anyways, this is kind of like my way of documenting my pregnancy journey as well as just sharing, you know, some fun things that I didn't really know about before I got pregnant. So in case you're curious or just found out you're pregnant or your friend's pregnant, or I don't know, if you just want to know, these are the worst parts of the second trimester, for me at least. And I feel like this is obvious, but I want to put this disclaimer out there that this is just my experience. Everybody's different. Some people don't experience any of these symptoms and some people have it a lot worse, so just keep that in mind. Okay, but I typed out a little list because my memory is not great at the moment. If you haven't heard, there's a thing called pregnancy brain, which makes you stupid. No, it just makes you like forgetful and so out of breath. So yeah, I didn't want to forget anything, so I made a little list, but I probably forgot some things anyways. Okay, so to kick off the list, we have acid reflux / heartburn. And sis, it's bad. Like for me, every single day, yeah, I think every day now I get acid reflux, and it's just been like progressively getting worse from, I want to say like 15 weeks ish on. So for the past 10 weeks my esophagus has been on fire, and it's only been so bad to the point where I throw up one time. Other than that, it's just like really painful. It's like, it feels like that feeling after you throw up where your throat is just burning, and like even from like down here, like your heart area. I guess that's why it's called heartburn. It actually has nothing to do with your heart, it's just in that area, so that's why people call it heartburn. But your thingy, the little flap thing that like keeps all of the acid down, it gets like loosened, as well as just like your growing baby pushes everything up, and so in return, like your fucking acid goes in your throat and it hurts. And I tried taking like Tums and, you know, like different remedies, but some things help, but in the end there's nothing really you can do to like stop it. For me anyways, I tried everything, and so yeah, it's probably just gonna get worse from here on out. Okay, next is swollen ankles. Now, I've only really had bad swollen ankles when we moved and I was on my feet for like the whole day, walking a lot and lifting things and being super active. After that, once I like kind of like slowed down and took a lot more time sitting, laying down, putting my feet up, it's gotten a lot better. I don't think my ankles are like noticeably swollen anymore, but oh my god, when we were moving, it was really bad. I actually had kinkles and I had to have Shota massage my feet, and that was amazing, but the kinkles were not cute. And my feet, I think I've gotten a little like puffier. It's not noticeable like to look at, but my shoes feel tighter, so that's great. Okay, next thing is painful kicks from the baby, which, don't get me wrong, after a miscarriage, like I am so glad to be feeling my baby and to have that like mental reassurance that she's good in there. But sometimes she kicks me so hard, it hurts so much. Like, first of all, it's always at night. During the day when you're moving and walking and stuff, your baby is like swayed to sleep in your stomach. But at night when you go to sleep and you're like very still and like chilling and relaxed, that stillness wakes up your baby, and my baby is freaking doing karate in there. Like, it hurts so much, and it's to the point sometimes where it makes me so nauseous. I don't know if she's like hitting like some organs or something, or if it's just the pure fact that she's like moving so much and so like punching me so hard, but it hurts. Yeah, I'm always like, Shota, tell your daughter to chill. And then you'll like talk to my stomach and be like, calm down. But it still happens every night. Okay, next are the leg cramps. And when I was like still growing, like middle school, I would wake up with the most painful calf cramps, and it's like I'm going through that all over again, except I'm not growing, and it seriously hurts so bad. It's like, it kind of feels like I pulled a muscle or something. I will seriously wake up like screaming. It hurts. And I will like punch my leg. And like in the beginning when it kept happening, I was like, Shona, help me. And he's like half asleep. And he's like, oh, what? And I'm like, massage my leg. I'm just like frozen in pain. It hurts so bad. And he'll just be like, and I'm like, bitch, get off. You're not even helping. And then he'll just roll over and go back to sleep. So I stopped relying on him. If you ever get a leg cramp, what you do, well, what's helped me is I like press my foot into the bed. Instead of, do not like point your toes, because that actually makes it worse. You want to flex it. But sometimes my leg hurts so bad that I can't even like move my toes. So I'll have to like push, using my thigh muscle, I have to like push my foot into the bed, so that kind of helps like flex it. Is it flex? Yeah, flex it. So that helps, but sometimes it just hurts so bad that I'm just like frozen, just punching myself because it just hurts so bad. So that's really wonderful. Okay, and then next is a thing called round ligament pain. And by the way, this list is in like no specific order. I wish I wrote this like as I was feeling the symptoms like throughout the week, so I could tell you like this is the order that I started feeling them in, but I forgot to do that. So it's kind of random, sorry. But anyways, next is round ligament pain, which is the ligaments that are like holding your stomach. Bitch, sorry. Okay, the ligaments that are holding your stomach in place, they get stretched because obviously your stomach is getting bigger and there's more weight being supported by those ligaments. How many times am I gonna say ligament? But anyways, so as your stomach grows, you'll feel more round ligament pain, and it's not like super painful, but it is like a weird sensation to feel like stretching in your like lower stomach. So yeah, that's actually probably one of the more like earlier symptoms of the second trimester. Okay, and then next is back pain, because all like your center of gravity is shifting, and then your boobs are growing too, and your stomach. So I find myself like hunched a lot, and it like takes so much effort to pull my shoulders back into like, this is proper posture, I think, but I never sit like this. I'm always sitting like this because everything is just so heavy, you know? Anyways, so I find my mid back is cramping from my boobs, and my lower back is hurting from my stomach. And then on top of that, just like having bad posture probably doesn't help. And then it's like also really uncomfortable to sleep at night because just your whole body is changing, and you can't sleep on your back either still. Well, still as in you can't until you have your baby from here on out. And sometimes I can't sleep because my back just hurts so much. And I'm like scared to do any sort of like back cracking or stretching that, like, I don't know, I just don't want to hurt my baby. But the other day I was just so fed up with it. I'm like, fuck it, Shota cracked the shit out of my back. And he like, you know the thing where you like grab someone and then you like press their back like this? He did that to me. My back cracked so many times and it felt amazing. Before that, I tried using a foam roller and it just didn't, I mean, it like stretched it, but I needed a good solid crack, you know, just to force everything in place. Oh my god. Okay, next is something called fucking lightning crotch, which, bitch, my crotch is on fire. I'm sorry, this is like TMI, but like, oh my god. Okay, so my pelvic floor, or just like my pubic bone, I don't even know. First it was like my pubic bone was kind of like sore feeling, and then just like progressively it kind of got worse and worse. It's like if you've ever gone to the gym and used the hoe machine, I don't know if this applies to guys, but for girls, it's like sometimes if you do too heavy of a weight or just the wrong angle or something, you can feel like a pain in your vagina, like, yeah. So it kind of feels like that, or like I looked it up online and I read other people's description of the pain, which is so accurate. Like someone said it feels like when you've just been horseback riding for too long. I've never been horseback riding, but like sounds right to me. or it just kind of feels like I got kicked in the crotch, like really hard. For some people it goes away like after a couple days, weeks, whatever. And then for some people it never goes away until their baby comes. And I'm like, that would happen to me. I feel like over the past couple of days it's been like progressively getting worse. The pain is like spreading. So yeah, it's really wonderful. And it hurts anytime I like move my leg muscles using that area. Getting out of bed is so painful, or I don't know, just motions like that are so painful, and I'm literally like waddling because of my fucking vagina. And when I'm getting out of bed, I have to like, I'm literally like stuck, and then Charlotte has to like push me up. Okay, and if you saw the thumbnail, shaving down there is nearly impossible because first of all, I can't fucking see because my stomach is in the way. And second, just like my stomach being in the way is physically like a block. Like reaching down there without being able to see it is a struggle, especially when you're using a freaking razor. And you want to be careful, you know? So in the beginning of the second trimester, I can get away with like doing a little like squat, hunch thing, and like I can still see. Now, I don't think I could see anymore, no matter how I squat or hunch. So it's just blind down there. It's just, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm getting everything. I don't know if I'm like missing spots. But I honestly, I don't even care. And luckily, like I'm with a very understanding partner, and Shoda's like, I don't care, like he doesn't care. The bigger my stomach gets, the more I'm just like, fuck it, it's not happening. The legs is a bit of a struggle. I do have to like sit down. Well, I don't have to, but it makes it a lot easier if I sit down. I get like winded in the shower, like just, you know, showering. Just like anytime you have to bend over, I feel like my stomach gets in the way and I like can't breathe, and then I'm just like out of breath. Even now, just talking, I'm like, bitch, I can't breathe. So shaving down there, you can imagine, if you want to know what it feels like, put a balloon under your shirt and try to shave down there, and put a blindfold on and hold your breath. And that's how it feels. Last but not least though, I think the hardest part so far has been the mental instability. I've touched on this on my channel. I don't know if it's because I'm not taking medication. I mean, I'm sure part of that is the reason why I feel so like unstable, but also just the fact that you have like so many hormones going on, so many life changes, so many things that you have to think about now being responsible for another human. I wasn't anticipating this much of like feeling out of control, and I realized the more I try to plan for the future, the more I'm kind of like, I need to let it go almost, because I think it's good to plan, of course, like don't just 100% wing it, but I'm just such a control freak that when I try to be like the normal level amount of like planning, I take it way overboard and I stress myself out, and I try to like plan for things that you really just can't plan for. So yeah, and I have moments where I'm just like, I just start feeling really down and really overwhelmed and stressed out, and like sometimes bitch just needs a good cry. Like when I'm in that moment like that, it's weird for me because I'm normally the type of person where stress like motivates me and it makes me work harder, but it's weird to have stress and anxiety and like the feeling of overwhelmed, and for not really any reason. Like normally stress motivates me if I know what I'm stressed about, and then I can tackle that, you know? But feeling just a general sense of like, even when I'm good, in the back of my mind I can kind of feel like like a bit of like craziness. And I think that's just because of like all the changes that are happening, and just like anticipating your baby coming, and just like not knowing the future, you know? Like that is just such a like a weird feeling it in the back of my mind, but not, like I hope I'm making sense. Like even now, like I'm in such a good mood, I'm happy, but I still feel a sense of like impending doom of her due date. Do you get what I mean? And sometimes I'll just be like chilling and just like the littlest thing will set me off. Like I'll be like, I want pizza, and Schroeder will be like, okay, and then I'll just like start crying and he'll be like, what the fuck? And I think he's more used to it now because this happens so many times. But in the beginning, I'm sure he was like, why is she crying? Like, what did I do? But really, it's not about him. It's not like, oh my god, I can't stop burping. That's another thing. I have not been able to stop burping for the past like 3 months. Anyways, so now Schroeder knows that, like, we've talked about it, of course. So now he's more used to it and he can anticipate it. So now when I start crying, like, I just told him, just make me laugh or just get me out of this like weird mental rabbit hole where I'm just like imagining all the things that could possibly go wrong. And so like he obviously helps me now like get out of that mindset. But in the beginning, when that kept happening to me, it was very confusing and scary to be like fine 1 minute and then to be crying and then to be fine again the next minute. So now that when it happens, I just go with it. I just cry it out and then I'm good until the next time it happens again. But yeah, this mental instability is just like not cute. So yeah, I think that's it, you guys. If you are pregnant or have been pregnant and I missed something, let me know down in the comment box below. And if you are watching this for fun and have not been pregnant or are not planning to, let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like and to subscribe to my channel. I'm still uploading Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And between the mental breakdowns and the lightning crotch, it's been a bit of a struggle to stay on my schedule, not gonna lie. But I think I'm still doing okay so far, we'll see. And if there's any videos you'd like to see, leave your suggestions down in the comment box below. And until I see you guys next time, bye guys!